haven't been sucked into the decadence of the Strip as well, have you? Why'd you come here? What do you want? I can tell you they're a bunch of big dumb jerks with no appreciation for art. I mean, can you believe their initiation? Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I can find my true calling, someplace they'll appreciate my poetry. Someplace like the old Mormon fort, maybe. Do you think the followers of the Apocalypse would take me? I remember all those books they brought us when they visited our tribe. You think so? I mean, I'd go myself, but what if they said no? The Khans wouldn't take me back, and then I'd have nobody. You'd do that? Thanks! I mean, I'd go myself, but what if they said no? The Khans wouldn't take me back, and then I'd have... Bye.
Mr. House isn't a man to be trusted. Watch yourself. Come to gawk at the Grey Khans, have you? Fuck off.
Got a problem?
Hey.
I smell jet and some sort of tox. You'll probably find some medicine here.
What do you want? Whoa, new chick. They're family, you dig? They've always looked out for us, made sure we had something to eat and a place to crash. Papa may look like a big angry bear, but he's a softy at heart. Regis is cool, scary, but cool. The rest are all pretty groovy, even little Jerry. The other dudes call him Jerry the Punk. That's kinda harsh, though. I think he's just a sensitive soul that needs some love. He's usually down around the proving ground if you want to say yo. What do you mean, helpful? My stuff already makes people feel Groot-alicious. Oh, you're right. I should start a side project making meds to keep my aura clean. Diane handles most of the transactional elements of this little enterprise, but I'm always in the market for new recipes if you've got the spark. Right on. What have you got? Right on. Let's have it. Groot-alicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you? Here you go. This'll give you some zing. Groot-alicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I... Here's a little tink-tink to weight your pockets. Groot-alicious. That ought to rake... Right on, right on. Right. Right. Groot-alicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you? Already on it. I whipped up a few stim packs already, but if... Oh, you're...
This war toad. You know, my mother was from the tribe. Dad always liked savage girls. Must have been because of their exotic beauty or something.
You're not one of my regulars. What do you want? I'll spare you the history lesson. Talk to Papa Khan if you want to hear that story. Things have been rough for a while now. Even with Jack working all the time and my runners making deliveries daily, we're barely getting by. Maybe this alliance with Caesar will help, but I don't know. Red Rock Canyon isn't exactly the most hospitable place. There's no food, barely any water, and nothing anybody wants. We used to send patrols out to acquire supplies, but ever since Bitter Springs, there just aren't enough of us left. Sure. You look like you could handle yourself in a fix. All right, I'll tell you what. Anders, one of my best runners, is overdue to report back. If you can find out what happened to him, I'll give you some real work. About 3 weeks ago, I sent Anders southeast to find a route into Arizona, to open new markets for our product. He should have been back 2 days ago, but there's been no sign of him. Thanks. Prove you're reliable on this, and I'll have more for you later.
I smell jet and some sort of...
Any luck finding Anders? Okay. Catch...
Pox. You'll probably find some medicine here.